Hello and welcome or welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we are going to be playing this beautiful character called the King, and we are using the New Dawn update weapon called the Vorpal Sword. I will be showing you guys exactly how we're going to be destroying Danger 5 today and how you can do so as well. Now, early on, we don't really mind exactly what stat we get. We just want to get something that scales somewhat well, like luck, harvesting, or potentially. Yep, well, there you go. Harvesting it is. Okay. Our character does start out with 50 luck. That's all we start out with. But every time we pick up a tier 1 or tier 4 item or weapon, we gain or lose different stats. So if we pick up these tier 1 weapons, for example, we actually lose attack speed and also damage percent, which means we never want to have tier 1 weapons in our inventory. Luckily, the Vorpal Sword can only be tier 2 or higher, which means we're always going to see it if we we can only see it as tier 2 or higher. That's what I was trying to say. And yeah, we can actually pick up some tier 1 items because only the first copy of it will lose us 2 max HP. So every copy beyond the first one is completely fine in a sense. I'm going to go ahead and stop here. We didn't manage to find anything great. I was just trying to see if we could find some good items. There are a lot of really good tier 1 items in the game that we would be happy to pick up. The coupon reduces item prices. The tree makes more trees spawn. There are a lot of items that give us luck. Lots of really good stuff. But yeah, the reason we're using the Vorpal Sword is not because it's a great weapon, but because it has a great and very fun passive. Also, I think it's just going to be very easy to win with it, so I want to show you guys this strategy. Crit chance is actually completely okay. And yeah, if we look at the Vorpal Sword here, it is a blade slash medieval weapon, which means we get a bunch of melee damage, lifesteal, armor, and dodge. 4 different stats from using this weapon. We also have a chance to one-shot enemies when we hit them. This actually increases as we upgrade it. It does have pretty good base damage, good crit, and also decent attack speed. So it's just an overall pretty good weapon. Just like in general, right? It's not bad at all. We could take a weird ghost, that's okay. We could also take an alien worm. I think that's okay as well. Banner is going to be nice range and attack speed. It is a little scary going in with only one weapon, but we're just going to have to do it, right? It's okay, man up, we won't die, it's fine. This is something I recommend you get used to, is taking the weird ghost in early waves. You just have to get used to knowing what enemies do. So like in this case, these little shrimp guys are just going to run at us and that's it. They don't really have anything else. These guys are a bit more dangerous, the viper fish. They do have a bit of a sprint on them. They kind of run at you really quickly compared to the other enemies. So it's good to know what the enemies do here in this wave. Alright, range damage we're not interested in. Can I get something a little bit better here? Max HP, that's really nice. And lifesteal, beautiful. We like that a lot. Range and attack speed, this would be great, but I do want to try and look for another Vorpal Sword instead. Perfect. Luck is going to be good too. We could take a Lost Duck. I'm going to roll a few times here because we do have some extra money left over in a sense. So leaving with just no rerolls is kind of awkward. Since if you don't reroll now, they actually do end up getting more expensive in future shops. Yeah, that's how it works, right? Because there is inflation in Brotato. And yeah, every time you don't spend money, you're essentially losing a bit of value on your money because of the inflation in the game. So if you can reroll to see like 3 different items in a shop, it's still worth it. Even if you just end up locking it for the next shop, that's fine. You save the money on the by not rerolling, you know? Also, can I get this loot crate? There's a chance. Oh, nice, one-shotted. Let's go. Another one shot for the stats, I guess. All right, melee damage minus crit. This is actually kind of okay. Yeah, we could take this. We are going to lose max HP, but that is okay. We could take some melee damage. We could also take other stats. I think melee damage is completely fine. Another Vorpal Sword is amazing. Go ahead and take that. And then take 10 luck, of course. We're going to take that because we can still reroll one time here. Nothing, and that's okay. So, yeah, we're not losing any damage percent or attack speed since we don't have any tier 1 weapons equipped. We are losing some max HP because we're buying quite a few tier 1 items. That's why we still only have 19 health. We leveled up, went up to 20. That's okay. But yeah, tier 1 items are pretty good. You don't want to ignore tier 1 items. There are actually a lot of really good ones in the game, and you want to try to be able to recognize like if something can give you some good value. So like I'm picking up a lot of these items which can like give us some luck, for example, because luck is going to make it easier to find our weapons later and also just very soon. So it's kind of nice. It's a good scaling stat. Okay, let's see. Damage percent. I'll definitely just take that. That's a huge upgrade. Vorpal Sword, again, we are getting some big Vorpal Sword finds early on. That's good. We could take some lifesteal minus HP regen. I think this would be an okay item. I don't think we're going to get that many copies of it, and I don't necessarily want to keep losing max HP, so we're going to pass for now. It's also a little bit expensive, and we've had these things locked in our shop for a while. Hasn't really had any repercussions, to be honest, because we keep just finding more Vorpal swords, and you can only find one Vorpal sword at a time, yeah? I do wonder if this is actually a reference to the anime, the popular anime. It's called Shangri-La Frontier in English, I think. I think it's the English name. And it basically is about this guy who has Vorpal swords, and he like the main character. So I'm actually not sure if this is a reference to that because I haven't personally seen Vorpal swords in any other game or like in any other fashion where they were like directly called Vorpal swords. So maybe one of you actually knows. I have no idea though. All right, let's see. Dodge and harvesting. I'm going to have to pass. I think we don't want to lose too much health. Pass on this as well. Move speed is good. We have none of that. And armor is also very good just to make ourselves a little tankier. Range and attack speed, very good. We have no range, so now we have a little bit at least. We'll take the Lost Duck because I think we're gonna be willing to pick up more copies of that in the future. I'll take a bait so we can get some damage percent as well. Anything else? A pearl, that's insanely good. And another rope sword, nice. We do want to get 6 of them as soon as possible, of course, because once we have 6, we also get the bonus stats from the weapon classes, right? So you always want to rush to get all of your weapons, especially on the king. The king, you are in desperate need of your weapons. This is specifically because our weapons can only appear in tier 2 or higher, which means they're a little bit more difficult to find. So if you spend too much time, and they're also just more expensive, that's another thing. So if you spend too much time and money looking and buying other random things, you may just not have enough weapons in your run. And your weapons are like your key and strongest point because once you get them to tier 4, you get massive damage boost. You get a bunch of attack speed and a bunch of damage percent. That is part of our passive. So we want to get our weapons upgraded to legendary tier 4, as quickly as possible. All right, elemental. This I'm going to go ahead and ban. There are a lot of tier 1 items we really just don't want to see as well, so we can go ahead and ban some of them. Double Vorpal Sword. Oh my god. Okay, we can buy the Vorpal Sword here and the Pearl, and then we could save this one for next shop. This way we get the Pearl right away. So if we find a loot crate, we have a small chance, 3% chance of finding an extra Pearl in a crate. So yeah, every future loot crate is now going to have a 3% chance to give us a Pearl. If we find a second one, that increases again to 6%, and so on and so forth. So now our luck is also converting into damage percent, which is insane because we have 68 luck. So that is 6.8% damage per Pearl we get, and we can get up to 20. And since we got it so early, there's a pretty good chance we end up finding quite a few this run. I wouldn't say we find like 10. That's very rare, actually, on a character where you don't have a ton of money. And our character definitely doesn't have a lot of money. I would say our character's strength comes through just pure raw stats, right? So like we get a lot of raw stats. We become very tanky since we get a bunch of max HP. Max HP comes from picking up tier 4 items, and then we also get a bunch of crazy damage and attack speed from getting tier 4 weapons. So like, yeah, our strength is just raw stats. It is not really economy. The economy is kind of converted through giving us just, yeah, actual raw stats directly. This we can go to and ban. I'm going to go and do that. Armor, attack speed, luck. I really like just taking luck, honestly. I think we should go for attack speed, though. Attack speed is really good with the Vorpal Sword, since every time you attack, you have a chance to one-shot the enemies. It's just even better than usual, right? Because, I mean, we could just one-shot them with it. We could take a head injury. I wouldn't mind this exactly. It's not a bad tier 1 item, and I wouldn't mind getting more copies of that. I'm not necessarily worried because we do have a lot of armor, to be honest. So we are really tanky. The only issue is we don't have that much healing, right? We have 6 armor, which is great. But yeah, not too much healing. Though, if you didn't know, luck does also increase the chance you get fruit drops from enemies. And fruits can heal you for quite a bit. So as long as we have good fruit usage, we can get away with not having any healing, more or less. I mean, it's not like we don't have any. Come on now. We have 7% lifesteal. It's very noticeable when you have even a little bit of lifesteal like this. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of these guys. There are too many enemies spawning here, I think. Getting a little bit messy. I'm letting the eggs hatch intentionally because they can spawn these guys that give you even more money than usual. Like, they give you a lot of money sometimes. It's weird. I don't know why they programmed it this way, but essentially those eggs spawn these slasher guys, and the slashers, they have a chance to give you a bunch of money, which is really weird. It's either you get a bunch or you get nothing. It's like completely random. I don't get it, but you know, we're just gonna make use of that and make some more money off them. Okay, dodge is capped at 70%. We lose 3 armor and speed. I think I guess I will take it, but it's definitely a very scaling oriented pickup because it doesn't do anything for us now. One armor minus speed, I actually like this. Look, we can take the goat skull as well because we took one earlier. And we could also take a beanie, but I think I'm starting to get a bit awkward because of all of these tier 1 items we have. So beanie is not that good right now. I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Goat skull, we could take another weird ghost as well. And you know what? I will. More max HP. Damage percent and lifesteal. This is great. Mostly for the lifesteal. And a stone skin. This is actually really good too. Could also take this for XP gain. That would be nice. And more XP gain. 70% XP gain right here. I would definitely take both of those. Now we do need to be very careful here. These guys charge. This is an anglerfish. It's the Nemo, the Finding Nemo fish. You gotta be careful around him. He does do like these little charges, and then he pretty much just does 3 of them in quick succession. So it's like charge, 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 and then just like a little cooldown, and then charge, charge, charge. And he just keeps doing that and chasing you around. They do have a kind of weird range though, because they don't actually look. He doesn't walk at you, right? Like, look, he's just in the bottom right for no reason. They don't actually walk at you intentionally. Their AI is just like moves around randomly. Once you're in range of them, though, they will stay on you until you either get out of their range somehow, which is very difficult unless you have crazy high move speed, or until you just kill them. So like once you're in their range, you're just kind of gonna get hunted down until you get rid of them. All right, we're making a lot of money here, which is very nice. Also getting a lot of satisfying one-shots, which is very nice too. And yeah, the reason I think this weapon is perfectly fine is because it's really not that different from the sword, which is the weapon I normally use on this character. The biggest difference is this weapon actually has a chance to one-shot enemies, which is insane. Gonna go to reroll and attack speed, nice. Yeah, you just have a chance to one-shot, so it's kind of like the sword, but better. It also just has really good stats, right? Blade and medieval, so many nice raw stats here for us. Okay, let's see. Stone skin is great, but I do want to get the XP gain first. I guess I could take this as well at the same time. Yeah, it's fine. Luck and harvesting, this could be okay. We're not going to go for crit chance. I changed my mind. We put a little bit into it earlier, but it's just not good enough, especially since we just one-shot enemies a lot of times. So getting more attack speed instead of investing in crit is going to be a better choice for us. I think the bowler hat would be great. We lose a tiny bit of attack speed, but overall still a good improvement. Just some luck and harvesting. And our first boss, let's see if we one-shot him. Okay, we almost got one shot because we walked. Oh. Yeah, that seems about right. That does seem about right, guys. Okay. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, interesting. What happened? What about almost getting one shot? Yeah, the boss got one shot. Easy peasy. Okay, so yeah. I mean, that's the strategy, right? We just we have 6 we have 6 Vorpal swords, so we Vorpal sworded him. Easy peasy. Okay, can I get this loot crate maybe? I want to get the loot crate here. Yeah, that was the plan. I didn't expect it to die that fast, but I mean, we do have 6 Vorpal swords, so I did expect to one-shot it, just not like... I didn't expect it to happen in like 3 seconds, to be honest. That was so much funnier with it. Please give me the loot crate. Oh, please, come on. Oh, nice, we got it. Let's go. That's not part of the guide, guys. Obviously, greeting for a loot crate and almost dying is not worth it. This is amazing. Sib's Relic. We get some armor and we get max HP. 5 max HP, actually. It's amazing. Go ahead and ban the fuel tank. Pearl, there we go. Our second pearl, massive. We could also take a weird ghost, but I think it's a little bit greedy to take now. We are getting into dangerous territory now. More lifesteal is great for some healing. Take the bowler hat. We're not going to take these things. This is okay. We could take this propeller hat because it actually gains us damage, right? We have 2 pearls. Well, sorry. It doesn't gain us damage, but it doesn't lose us any because we're going to gain 2% damage from the pearls as well. Could take a bat, but I think I'll have to pass. Vorpal sword, that's what we need. Another Vorpal sword is amazing. Armor and dodge, luck, nice. We don't care about HP regen very much, so I will go ahead and lock that. And yeah, armor and dodge are both completely fine on us, and I'm very happy to take either of those. This character's weakness definitely is in the first couple of waves, honestly. Like the first, I would say the single-digit waves are more dangerous than the double-digit waves. Which is very funny, because yesterday we did the golem, right? Well, the golem was just indestructible, freak of nature, destroying everything. There's no weakness. 0 weakness on that character. But there was the fisherman, where we were really strong early and really strong late, but then during the middle waves, we were pretty weak. In this case, we're very weak early, but then we get super strong in the middle and even stronger late game. So like we are getting to the point where we are just going to win the run if we keep going at this pace, you know? Give us like a couple more waves to scale up, get our weapons upgraded. My goodness, it's going to be over nice and soon. All right, 9 more seconds here. Can I get a one shot just for aura, please? +1. Any one shots? Any one shots? No, no, no. Okay, unlucky. All right, more attack speed. Yes, great. I'm actually gonna go ahead and combine these two. I think. Wait, what are the odds? Is it better to have one 3% chance or two 2% chances? You can have a 3% and a 1%, or you can have two 2%. I actually don't know the odds on this. I guess it's better to combine because we are the king. So we get a bunch of attack speed and damage percent for having a tier 4 weapon, so it must still just be better. But I'm thinking about the Vorpal Sword odds. I suppose having 3 2% chances is better than having 3 1 and 1. But we want tier 4 weapons, so it's important that we do that. We'll take the luck and we're gonna reroll a little bit. We're looking for Vorpal Swords potentially. I would take this as well actually. Some harvesting is not bad. It could definitely pay for itself, and we are pretty poor, if I'm being honest. We don't have a ton of money. This is like the issue with the king. He's not S tier, in my opinion. This guy is maybe not even necessarily A tier. I think with the Vorpal Sword, he might actually be A tier now. The Vorpal Sword makes him a lot stronger, because it gets rid of his weakness, right? Since you don't necessarily need to have tier 4 weapons, because you can just kind of one-shot the enemies. You know, it's not even really lucky. If you have 6 of them, and you're constantly hitting them, like 12 times per second, well, guess what? Triggering a bunch of small percentages 100 times in like 10 seconds is a pretty good chance to just trigger it. So like you can just kind of one-shot the early bosses and be safe. And then once you get into the late game, if you have tier 4 weapons, you're obviously very safe because you have a bunch of damage and attack speed. So like this weapon, I think boosted his ranking from like B tier to A tier just because of the Vorpal Sword. Okay, let's see. This is pretty good. Just gain some move speed, attack speed, and melee damage. We don't care about crits. I could take some harvesting because I'm about to take the tractor anyways. I'll take the leather vest, armor, and dodge. And another Vorpal Sword. Oh my goodness. I'm going to roll because we really just want to see more Vorpal Swords at this point. If we see a tier 2 Vorpal Sword, we can just pick it up and then we can make another tier 4. That'll be another 3% chance to one-shot. Also 25% more attack speed and damage. Like, it just gets better and better. And honestly, if you even get, I would say, 2 maxed out Vorpal Swords, or like, let's say all... Well, in our case, because we're the king, we really want to get them to tier 4, right? Because we get a bunch of bonus stats. So in our case, if you get like 2 or 3 tier 4 Vorpal Swords, saying this so many times is making my mouth hurt. Like, not actually, but you know, like mentally, it's making my mouth hurt. Because like, Vorpal Sword, Vorpal Sword, Vorpal Sword. Okay, yeah, so like if we get 3 of them to tier 4, it actually becomes very easy to one-shot bosses, like super consistent, crazy consistent. So we really just want to upgrade these to tier 4, get a couple of them there, and we'll be really happy. I'll probably stop picking up other random stuff in a moment as well. All right, reroll, attack speed, luck. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, we can go ahead and combine, buy, roll, roll, roll. I almost should just skip this. No, I really should skip this. I think I should skip it. We should skip all of this. Just look for our weapons at this point. Let's be nice, and this boss is gonna get destroyed. Just watch, watch. Come on, come on. Ooh, it's too easy. It's too easy. It's actually too easy, guys. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. The king has officially been boosted from B tier to A tier. I honestly think so. Just because he can start with the Vorpal Sword. This is so strong. It's so strong. I think this makes him way more consistent of a character. The reason he's not S tier, especially in a 20 wave run, is because you don't really have enough economy to get your weapons fully upgraded. And that's his only weakness. You don't have enough economy, right? There's just not enough economy. You don't have time, you don't have money, you don't have a passive which helps you get more money necessarily. You do get 50 luck to start, which is great, but it's not money. And what you need is money, so you can afford all the expensive weapon upgrades and all. So I would say he's A tier, because he has weaknesses, but he is very strong compared to before with the introduction of this weapon, man. It's so good. What do we get? Melee damage, elemental. I mean, I'll take it. It gives us 5 max HP as well. Ooh, more max HP, nice. More luck, sure. We have so much luck. We could actually just take this one and make another tier 4, that's good. And anything else? Really don't want to pick up anything but weapons now. Free rerolls, this could be good. This will save us money. So, but now we have 2 tier 4s. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you guys didn't watch, I had a video on the pacifist where I became a killer pacifist again. I used the Vorpal Sword in that run. I want you to know, I was hitting enemies for 1 damage per hit with the Vorpal Sword, and I still one-shot everything. It was so ridiculous. So if you're interested in watching that, you should watch that pacifist video. Oh man. This weapon is so good though. It really is so, so good. I need to like try this out on different characters as well, I think. But I definitely believe this is the King's 100% best starting weapon now. It is way too good that you can just one-shot elites. That like completely just, oh man, it's so good. I really can't get over it, dude. This weapon is so cool, man. I'm just one-shotting everything, man. It's so cool. Okay, well, it's fine. We have about 5 seconds left. We're gonna try and get all of our weapons upgraded as much as possible before the end of the run, specifically before wave 20. Okay, another weapon or another item that's not that good, but it does give us more max HP as well, so I'll take it. Gonna roll a little bit. Sure, we'll just take some damage. Bunny, so we can get some cheaper rerolls. Nice. Go ahead and buy the weapon. Tier 4 Vorpal Sword. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and combine these two. And we're going to buy this one next, this Vorpal Sword. I would maybe buy the extra stomach. It's very late though, and I think it costs too much. So we're going to go ahead and pass. I will roll a little bit. Okay, no more Vorpal Swords. That's okay. We could have found a tier 2 or a tier 3, and that would have been perfectly like a good pickup for us, right? So hopefully you guys kind of understand the idea at this point. Like the stats we've been going for, the things we picked up early on. We were just going for somewhat scaling and then also really focusing on trying to get our max HP up early game while also focusing on getting Vorpal Swords. So you just want to get as many weapons as possible early. Get to 6 quickly. Do not use all your money on random stuff. You need to get 6 Vorpal Swords early on. That doesn't mean roll a ton in Shop 1. You can't actually see them in Shop 1. You can start seeing them in Shop 2. It'd be really lucky, to be honest. Even with the 50 luck to start, it's still kind of lucky to find them. But like once you get into like Shops 3, 4, 5, like the further you get, the easier it is to find them. Make sure you're rolling and trying to buy as many of them as you can until you get up to 6. Okay, let's see. Melee damage? No. More luck? Sure. We can't even afford this because it's so expensive. That is crazy. Okay, I'm going to roll a bit here, and we find another one. Nice. Okay, we just keep going. Let's go. I don't want to re-roll anymore. Us versus the boss. Here we go. How you going to do, buddy? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. What'd you say, buddy? I heard you were talking smack behind my back. Yeah. See what you say now. Huh? No, I'm kidding. Dude just got one shot. Okay, bud. Yeah, nice elite, by the way. Took like 2 seconds to kill. Easy peasy. Oh, this game is so good, guys. Yeah, so like, at some point, you just have to identify that you don't need to pick up any more items. Just get your weapon upgrades. Yes, picking up tier 4 items is great because they give you a ton of max HP because of your passive. Just get your Vorpal Swords to tier 4, man. The run is so easy if you get them all to tier 4. We're about to have 2 more tier 4 Vorpal Swords as well. So we're going to have 5 in total in a second. I don't know if we'll actually be able to get up to 6. That seems a little difficult, but we'll try. A Retromation's hoodie for a bunch of attack speed. It's not actually a bunch, but I guess I'll take it. Sure, why not? 3 armor, sure, we'll take that too. Go ahead and take this Vorpal Sword. And then we roll and try to find another one. And another one. Boom. Okay, no, unlucky. I don't think we're going to be able to have 6 of them at tier 4. I think we're going to have 5, which is also really, really good. Look how fast we're attacking. Dude, I am like... It's like machine gun Vorpal Swords. Oh, this wave 20 is going to be so easy. There is no way. Yeah, so... Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, in this run, I really just went for luck. I went for attack speed, armor, and max HP. That's about it, I guess. I kind of went for a little bit of like lifesteal and stuff. I did pick up a few different things that were like somewhat just like good for economy to help us out with our money. Like the Dangerous Bunny, right? Giving us a free reroll every shop. That's great. Like random stuff that can help you with your economy issues are gonna be really good items for you. But generally, just upgrade your weapons, get health, get armor. You're tanky now, get lifesteal, and get... That's it. and win the game at that point. I guess you just win the game after that. Yeah, there's not much else to do. Can I get another loot crate? No more. Unlucky. Cyber ball, sure. That's like 1,000,000 damage. We'll go ahead and ban that. We have nothing left to do, so we're just going to start banning stuff. Ban, ban, Vorpal Sword, GG. Can I get another tier 4 somehow, even though I know I can't afford it? I'm going to ban it. Get out of here. I could take an Ugly Tooth. This is actually a pretty good item for the bosses. It reduces their move speed. I could also just take some range and attack speed. Let's try and find a tier. Oh, please. I wish I could afford it. Oh, I'm so sad. Imagine. Dude, imagine we had all four. Oh my god. I'm going to leave it locked, even though I know it's going to mess with my rerolls. It's fine. Just look at it. It's so beautiful. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed. That is the king. We used in our final build the New Dawn update weapon, the Vorpal Sword. We had 6 of them, so they have a 3% chance of one-shotting enemies when we hit them. This one's only 1%, but we did have 5 tier 4 ones. And here are all of our stats at the end. A ton of luck in harvesting, some armor, crazy attack speed and damage percent, of course, and then a decent amount of health as well. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It helps me out a lot. You can also click join below to join my YouTube membership and support me financially a little bit. That's it. Let's go. Wave 20. This is not going to take long. Wait, let me get the whale first. Come here. That's one boss down. And that's 2 bosses down. Yeah, I mean, do I need to say anything? I don't know. I don't know. Here are all of our items at the end of the run if you want to take a look. This is everything. Only 3 rows, not even 3 full rows as well. And yeah, that is the king, okay? Next time we will be... Actually, well, let's look at the one-shot stats. 16, 6, 1, 25, 22, and 32. You guys can guess which weapon one-shot the final bosses. 1 through 6. Take a guess. All right, new run. Next time we will be playing the Renegade, so I'll be coming to watch that. But that is it for this video. If you look in the top left, there will be a recommended video for you from my channel. And the bottom left is a Brotato playlist if you want to watch similar content to this. And on the right, you can click my profile picture to subscribe. Okay, goodbye for now. Bye-bye.